Yo, what's up guys and welcome back to Beamer's Game Lab. We're going to go over today how to effectively use the fan favorite Black Panther in Marvel Rivals. I'll be posting a video for every single character in the game, so feel free to check those videos as they come out for a quick guide to every character in Marvel Rivals. Along with the details of each character and their role in the game, I'm also going to give a small backstory on each of them along with a personal ranking. If you want to skip ahead, check this timestamps down below, and more importantly, if you want to get better at Marvel Rivals or you just enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and a subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell notification to see when I post my next video. If you have any questions or tips for me, I read every comment, so make sure to leave them down below. We're going to start this off with a short and sweet backstory provided by marvelrivals.fandom.com. Feel free to go there and check it out yourself. Quote, "I am the king of my people, guard of our gods." End quote. T'Challa of Wakanda is more than just a ruler of the most advanced civilization known to man. He also wears the mantle of the Black Panther, the sacred protector of his people. It is his sworn duty to ensure Wakanda's continued survival against any threat imaginable. T'Challa recently expanded his reign into the cosmos, creating the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. As he awaits a sign from Blast to tell him if either doom can be trusted, he protects the Empire's chronovinium supply and shares its tech with trusted allies, including Reed Richard. And now moving right on to my own personal ranking, I think people are going to hate me for this because Black Panther is an absolute fan favorite, but I'm throwing him in the D tier. He does a lot of damage for the average player, and he has a little bit more health for his player type, but he just plain out sucks. I mean, honestly, you have to be so close to get any damage off. One of your attack moves is also one of your get out of the way moves, so it kind of defeats the purpose a bit. And yeah, it gives you a little more range to your attack, but then it takes like I think 6 seconds it is to get that spinning kick again, and it defeats the point when you're constantly needing to dash in and out of areas with only 2 dashes per every couple of seconds. You can't do it and provide sufficient enough damage without having like Jeff the Shark just heal the enemy up again. So as soon as you get out of there and you get back in, they're all healed back up. And the second that any more than 3 people on the enemy team turn and aim at you, you're done. I know he's got more health than the other characters of his play style, but you're just done, eliminated completely. He has no real way of defending himself other than just dipping and dodging out of the way, which he runs out of his dodges so fast and they take so long to get back. Either add another type of dodge or add more dodges per ability. And moving straight on to his abilities and powers, his first primary move is Vibranium Claw. So it's a melee type attack that does 35 damage per hit, and its fire rate is 0.44 seconds per hit. So it's a very, very fast hitting ability. The problem is the characters can move out of the way pretty easily. If you can get to pivot around Black Panther and just make him spin circles, he's never going to be able to catch up with you and do sufficient enough damage fast enough. It's great, but you just got to get in, hit him once or twice, and then get out of there. His secondary is a much more important move for him. It is called a spear toss. It tosses a vibranium energy spear forward, creating a vibranium force field and attaching a vibranium mark to enemies in its radius. So this is a projectile type attack that does 45 damage. The speed is 60 meters per second as it's thrown. It's got a 6-second cooldown on it, so it's not too long of a time. It's also not the fastest. It's got 2 charges of ammo, and it's a 5-meter spherical radius when it lands. On to ability number 1, it is called Spinning Kick. Spiral forward and attach a vibranium mark onto hit enemies. This is a melee type attack. It is a kick. You do lunge forward a decent amount, so it's a little bit less of a close range melee. It does 70 damage per hit. That's a pretty nasty kick. You move at 15 meters per second. It has an 8-second cooldown on it, and you move 16 meters. So it's a good distance. Onto ability number 2, lunge forward. Sorry, this is called Sprint Rend. You lunge forward and deal damage to enemies. Hitting an enemy affected with a vibranium mark produces bonus health and refreshes the ability. This move saves Black Panther from being completely useless and thrown in the F tier. This is a melee slash movement move, so you dash forward and it does attack damage if you hit them. This does 80 damage. If you have a vibranium mark, it can do either 40 or 120 healing. It is a movement-based damage ability. You move at 50 meters per second. There's an 8-second cooldown on it, and it moves you 15 meters. Subtle Step. This is a wall run ability where you run up the wall and you get to jump off and do a double jump. You do it at about 10 meters per second, and it's got a 3-second cooldown on it. So this thing is pretty nice for movement. Something that Black Panther's pretty good at is movement. You run up a wall, and then after jumping off the wall, you have an ability to double jump. You don't get this ability unless running up a wall, so it takes it away a little bit, but it makes sense. I mean, he's a Panther. For Black Panther's passive ability, it's called Panther's Cunning. Deal higher damage when at low health. So it increases your damage by 20% when attacking a target under 100 health, 100 health or lower. So this is good for if you see a weak target, you just sneak in, get that kill, and hopefully sneak back out before they kill you. Black Panther's ultimate is called Bast's Descent. Summon Bast, pouncing forward, dealing damage, and attaching a vibranium mark to his enemies. This is an area, a cuboid type attack. It does 150 damage, and it costs 3,300 in energy to recover this ability. It's about average. It's got a length, width, and height of 22 by 20 by 7 meters, and the casting angle is 150 degrees. I have no clue what the casting angle means. If you guys do know what that means, let me know down in the comments to help everyone else out and to help me for future videos. Black Panther's team-up ability is called Dagila, and you can tell me if I mispronounced that, but Dagila Disc. This is magic that opens up a portal that Black Panther can use, this healing 50% of the damage taken. It's got a cooldown of 30 seconds, and it rewinds to 5 seconds prior, so it takes you back 5 seconds. That's it for the abilities part of this video. I got to say Black Panther is maybe a 4 out of 10. I don't even know if I can give him a 5 out of 10. He's definitely niche. If your team has the need for a finisher, Black Panther's your guy. But other than that, he's not good. I mean, he doesn't get the enemies down fast enough for your teammates to be able to help. It's more you relying on your teammate to get the enemy down to hopefully below 100 health so that you can rush in and do 120% damage, and it just cleans them up. It literally cleans the enemy off the board. So if you're not trying to street sweep weak enemies off of the map, I probably wouldn't suggest Black Panther. If there's any other tactics that maybe you guys use, definitely throw them down in the comments below. Let others know and let me know myself. But Black Panther is definitely a D tier player. Maybe one day he'll get some buffs and change. For now, that's my opinion. And with all that being said, that is it for Black Panther. I want to know your guys' favorite Marvel Rivals character, so make sure to leave that in the comments below. And if you've learned anything from the video, make sure to leave a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell notification to see when I post next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next for Black Widow.